Ultra friends! Hey! I don't think anyone's here right now. So I'll give it a couple of minutes before I head into the before I head into the stream proper. But anyone watching this in the VOD after the fact, hi. Hi, good to see you. Just so you know, I am going to be facing this way for the most part, but I have to face this way if I want to look at chat. Because Undertale is being weird and I didn't have time to figure out why. So the only way to have it in full screen is to have it on my first monitor. But my first monitor is both the smaller one and the one with the webcam. So, yeah, that's how we're doing this. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. So, yeah, no one's here yet, but I am tired of waiting. I really like Undertale, and I want to get back to this game because 17 days until Deltarune. 16 days until Deltarune tomorrow. Alright. Let's turn off the music. Let's turn on the Undertale sound. Let's adjust my webcam in the other monitor. Slides, and let's do this. Let's dive on in to Undertale. God, I love this game. I have genuinely so much nostalgia for this game. Oh yeah, I had started a new save file a few months back. I wanted to do a more like casual conversation style similar to what I do in these streams where I just kinda chat without saying much or without having much pre-written. So I started a new playthrough of Undertale, and then that never went anywhere. I made one video in that style, and then and didn't even finish it. So we're gonna reset. It always kind of messes with me that that when you reset, you literally can't change your name. That's kind of weird to me, I gotta be honest. Hang on, give me a sec. There we go. Sorry. The way YouTube live streams automatically work is that they are supposed to... Look at that. The Deltarune. It's been here the whole time. So, yeah. Sorry. I had to just quickly set my feed to live chat, because if I had it set to top chat, which is what it defaults to, I wouldn't see every chat message. And with a stream this small, I want to see every... Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. Look, they say howdy. I'm giving them a southern accent. Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the Flower. Hee. Why do you make me introduce myself? It's rude to act like you don't know who I am. I forgot just how much this game plays with you. Someone ought to teach you proper manners. I guess little old me will have to do. Ready? Here we go. See that heart? That's your soul, the very culmination of your being. Your soul starts off weak, but it can go strong if you gain lots of love. What's love stand for? Wow, I reflexively pronounced LV as love. I am too deep in the brain rot for this game to work. You want some love, don't you? Don't worry, I'll share some with you. Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. Are you ready? Move around, get as many as you can. Nope. Hey buddy, you missed them. Let's try again, okay? Is this a joke? Are you brain dead? Run into the friendliness pellets. Nah, no, I don't think I will. You know what's going on here, don't you? Look, mate, you've already said that I know who you are. You don't get to judge me for having played this game before. You just wanted to see me suffer. Die. I always do that, to the point that I'm not 100% sure what happens in the real version. What a terrible creature, torturing such a poor, innocent youth. Do not be afraid, my child. I am Toriel, caretaker of the ruins. I pass through this place every day to see if anyone has fallen down. I'm sorry, no, that's creepy. That's really creepy, Gutmom. You are the first human to come down here in a long time, which makes it even creepier. I will guide you through the catacombs. This way. I love the ruins. I love the ruins so much. The shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. HP fully restored. As if it wasn't already. I always wanted to know what that sign says. Welcome to your new home, innocent one. Allow me to educate you on the operation of the ruins. Ruins are full of puzzles, ancient fusions between diversions and door keys. One must solve them to move from room to room. Please adjust yourself to the sight of them. Okay, fun fact. You know all these puzzles? They do actually have solutions. You're not just left tutorial. Only the fearless may proceed. Brave ones, foolish ones, both walk not the middle road. In other words, press everything except the middle road. To make progress here, you will need to trigger several switches. Do not worry, I have labeled the ones that you need to flip. Press Z to read signs. Or enter if you're me. Stay on the path. Huh. I think... Wait. No, they do actually all have solutions because stay on the path. This one's on the path. The one that's not on the... As a human living in the underground, monsters may attack you. You will need to be prepared for this situation. Hang on. Hang on, why are there monsters other than Toriel down here? Everyone left Old Home, and then Toriel returned when the two kids died. Hang on, what? When you encounter a monster, you will enter a fight. While you are in a fight, strike up a friendly conversation. Stall for time. I will come to resolve the conflict. Practice talking to the dummy. Dummy, attack 0, defense 0. A cotton heart and a button eye. You are the apple of my eye. Dummy stands around absent-mindedly. Dummy. Yeah, fine, let's talk to the dummy. You talk to the dummy. It doesn't seem much for conversation. Toriel seems happy with you. You won! You earned 0 XP and 0 gold. Ah, very good. You are very good. Thanks. There's another puzzle in this room. I wonder if you can solve it. Okay, here is where we make the fundamental decision that will define this route. Pacifist or neutral? Now, I love the true pacifist route, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm probably not making it all the way through this playthrough. I want to try out a neutral route. Because, fun fact, I've literally never played an Undertale neutral route. Because by the time I played this game, I was already deep in the brain rot. Like, I'd seen the Sans' Nest theory. I'm pretty sure I'd even seen the W.D. Gaster theories. I knew what the game entailed, and I knew about the 3 different routes. So, I've never played a neutral run. So, I'm gonna play a neutral run. I'm probably gonna spare some of the bosses, might not spare Undyne, but I'm gonna spare the other bosses. Except maybe Toriel. But I'm gonna spare the majority of the bosses. But I'm not gonna spare very many NPCs. You won. You earned 10 XP and 20 gold. God, I still can't quite believe that the first encounter of the game has the possibility to make you gain love. The western room is the eastern room's blueprint. That's the clue for this one. You walk on the path. That is the puzzle, but... Here, take my hand for a moment. Literal hand-holding. This game is so meta, and owes a lot of this to, Mel Brooks, I believe. But Mel Brooks, give me a sec. Directed. Mel Brooks, with his movie The Producers, was a pioneer of this style of meta comedy. And, in a sense, was also a pioneer of this movie, of meta stuff in general. Such as everything to do with Deltarune. No, seriously, there is no way to examine this game without being on a meta level. Jaru, I love you, but shut up. You have done excellently thus far, my child. However, I have a difficult request to ask of you. I would like you to walk to the end of this room by yourself. Forgive me for this. Unnecessary tension, baby. Unnecessary tension. Greetings, my child. Do not worry. I did not leave you. Thank you for trusting me. However, there was an important reason for this exercise. To test your independence. I must attend to some business, and you must stay alone for a while. Please remain here. It's dangerous to explore by yourself. I have an idea. I will give you a cell phone. If you have need for anything, just call. Be good, alright? Okay. So, I'm not going to go completely... I'm not gonna, like, interact with every single possible thing in this playthrough, because I do want to get through a good amount of the game. But I haven't done these interactions in so long, and they're not super plot or theme relevant, so people don't talk about them too much, so I don't really know what's going on in them. This is Toriel. You only wanted to say hello? Well then, hello! I hope that suffices. Hee. Click. About yourself. This is Toriel. You want to know more about me? Well, I'm afraid there's not much to say. I am just a silly little lady who worries too much. And also the queen. Okay, for the funsies, we're gonna do these in reverse order. Huh? Oh, how adorable. I could pinch your cheek. You can certainly find better than an old woman like me. Oh dear, are you serious? I do not know if this is pathetic or endearing. I'm gonna try to say hello again. I wanna... Salutations! Is that enough? Tutorial. Are you bored? I should have given a book to you. My apologies. Why not use your imagination to divert yourself? Pretend you are a monarch. Rule over the leaf pile with a fist of iron. Can you do that for me? This is Toriel. Huh? Did you just call me Ma? Well, I suppose... Would that make you happy? To call me Mother? Well then, call me whatever you like. Now I'm gonna say hello again. This is Toriel. Hello, my child. Sorry, I do not have much to say. It was nice to hear your voice, though. Okay, yeah, then that's the end of it. Hello? This is Toriel. You have not left the room, have you? It's really funny that she calls me immediately after I just exhausted every single possible dialogue option with her, because now she's probably sick of hearing from me at this point. There are a few puzzles ahead that I have yet to explain. It would be dangerous to try to solve them yourself. Be good, alright? Playfully cranking through the leaves fills you with determination. It says, take one. Take a piece of candy? Yes. Take one. Big candy? You decided not to take some. Well, yeah, it says only to take one. Okay. What I think I'm probably gonna do is that I'm just gonna take the path of least resistance. So, like, the froggets are very easy to take down. It will... And I don't have to figure out what to do with them. But, like... if I can spare them, why not? And, like, when we get to the Whimsums are really easy to spare. Hello? This is Toriel. For no reason in particular, which do you prefer, cinnamon or butterscotch? Wait, do not tell me. Is it cinnamon? Sure. I had a feeling. When humans fall down here, strangely, I often feel like I already know them. Truthfully, when I first saw you, I felt like I was seeing an old friend for the first time. Strange, is it not? That's a really interesting line, because it's actually also a meta-commentary on the nature of replaying video games. Because even though your character might be meeting them for the first time, and they might be meeting your character for the first time, you've already spent so much time playing the game with them that it's not really the first time that they're seeing you, you know? Or it's not the first time you're seeing them, rather. Because when you've already played the game, like, especially, like, a game like this that I have so much nostalgia for, I mean, frankly, seeing Toriel, it was kinda like seeing an old friend for the first time. Hello? It's Toriel. You do not dislike butterscotch, do you? I know what your preference is, but would you turn your nose up if you found some on your plate? Right, I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way. Yeah, so patient. 3 out of 4 gray rocks recommend that you push them. Like, yeah, this Whimsum, there's literally no reason not to spare it. Froggit hopped close. Hop, hop. The battlefield is filled with the smell of mustard seed. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm not gonna show it because I don't feel like walking through that puzzle again, but this room, again, has a clue for how to solve the puzzle. Now, this is more well known because Toriel's not literally hand-holding you through it, but there's the sign that says don't step on the leaves, and the leaves make the pattern that you're supposed to not walk. Mold smalls, yeah, the mold smalls are also instant spares. Okay, now we get to probably the worst joke in the game, I'm gonna be honest. Well there, partner, who said you could push me around, So you're asking me to move over? Okay, just for you, pumpkin. You want me to move some more? Alright, how's this? Hang on, how come sometimes rocks are rocks and sometimes rocks are not rocks? You know, that would have been less of a move if you had just stayed there. It would have been less of a workout if you hadn't gone back. Huh. That's something I never experienced before. The symbol and the sound effect that an encounter was starting played, but it didn't affect me because I was already... But it didn't affect me because I changed rooms at just the right moment. Huh. This cheese has been here quite a long time. It's stuck to the table. Almost might one day leave its hole and get the cheese. It fills you with determination. Blukey! Z, are they gone yet? Z. This ghost keeps saying Z out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force? How do you move a ghost with force? I'm sorry. Napstablook is just too amazing for... Activin, this monster doesn't seem to have a sense of humor. Oh, I'm real funny. Huh. Wait a sec. Wait, does that line appear if you don't check it? Because if it does, then that opens up a whole can of worms we don't have time to right now. We don't have time for right now. Cave Napstablook. Really not feeling up to it right now. Sorry. I love the gray attacks. Like, yeah, obviously because they're a nice break in the combat, especially during the Mettaton fight. But I also love them because they're a ghost-only thing. They only happen in 2 of the 3 ghost fights. And that's it. Napstablook looks just a little better. Told Napstablook a little joke. Heh heh. Hearing seems to have improved Napstablook's mood again. Napstablook wants to show you something. Let me try. I call it Dapperblook. Okay, I know we shouldn't question it because ghosts... Yeah, Yeah, I really like it, Lukey. Oh no. I usually come to the ruins because there's nobody around, but today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. Get out of your... Oh, no, Blukey, don't go! Seriously, I could spend all day with Napsta Bluke. Toby, I'm begging you, give me so much more Napsta Bluke dialogue. I will take it. I will take all of it. Leave 7G in the web? That's a sentence that really doesn't make much sense if you think about it basically at all. But yeah, some spiders crawled out and gave you a donut. Did you miss it? Spider bake sale down and to the right. Come eat food made by spiders, for spiders, of spiders. Ribbit. I heard using F4 can make you have a full screen. But what does F4 stand for? 4 frogs? I've only ever seen a maximum of 3 frogs in this room. This is troubling, to say the least. Ribbit. I heard you are quite merciful for a human. Surely you know by now that a monster wears a yellow name when you can spare it. What do you think of that? Very helpful. It is rather helpful. Remember, sparing is just saying you won't fight. Maybe one day you'll have to do it even if their name isn't yellow. Ring. And as if on cue, the first enemy you have to spare when their name isn't yellow. I just realized that it has been a while since I have cleaned up. I'm not expecting to have company so soon. Probably a lot of things lying about here and there. You can pick them up, but do not carry more than you need. Someday you might see something you really like. You will want to leave room in your pockets for that. That's what the boxes are for. Please don't pick on me. Oh, I'm not gonna pick on you. I'm just gonna beat you up. How about a staring contest? This is watering. Should now be sparable, yeah. There is just one switch. Man, you don't realize how well you know a game? You don't realize how well you know a game until you replay it for the first time in a while and can still do all of the puzzles and stuff without even thinking about it. Like, I know exactly where the one switch is. I know exactly where the switch is. I know where the switch is. I know where pretty much I know what the leaf puzzle is. I know everything to know in this game. Except for this one. The far door is not an exit. It simply marks a rotation in perspective. So closest to the... Okay, yeah. Wait. Migos doesn't have a care in the world. I'm willing to bet that... I'm pretty sure the thing with Migosps is that they're sparable once they're alone. So, first is blue, then green, then red. Right. Press the blue switch. A Vegetoid came out of the earth. In unison now! Farmed locally. Very locally. Vegetoid cackles softly. Feed the swarm! Oh well. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah, again, always taking the path of least resistance. So when their names are already yellow, why not spare them? But if they would take work to spare, we're gonna fight them instead. If you can read this, press the red switch. A pair of Lukes decided to pick on you. Please don't pick on me. Then why are you picking on me? Very unlicorice-like. Huh. You know what? I know that the deal with Luke's is that I know it only takes a single action for you to be able to spare them. It's just this simple "don't pick on me" move. I might have to start running from the next few encounters. Green switch, okay. I might have to start running from some encounters. Okay, this one I don't, because it's just 2 single spare enemies. The action of sparing one gears the other up to be sparable. But also, if we're doing a semi-violent route, then I mean... This screen might be the most important screen in the ruins. Not because, like, it's the most narratively significant or anything, just because it's one that people seem to ignore all the time. This screen is a reminder that these ruins aren't just ruins. This isn't just one dungeon. This is a room full of stuff. The ruins are old home. You found the toy knife. Toy knife, weapon attack 3, made of plastic, a rarity nowadays. One of the only lines in the game that actually tells you anything about the timeline. Stick, weapon attack 0. Its bark is worse than its bite. Heh 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 heh. Oh dear, it took longer than I thought it would. How did you get here, my child? Are you hurt? There, there. I will heal you. I should not have left you alone for so long. It was irresponsible to try to surprise you like this. Well, I suppose I cannot hide it any longer. Come, small one. Seeing such a cute, tidy house in the ruins gives you determination. Do you smell that? Surprise! It is a butterscotch cinnamon pie. I thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here, so I will hold off on snail pie for tonight. Here, I have another surprise for you. This is it. A room of your own. I hope you like it. Is something burning? Make yourself at home. Look at these cool toys. They don't interest you at all. An empty photo frame. Why would it be dusty? Dust is human dead skin cells. Monsters do not have almost anything in common with human anatomy. Why would there be dust if it is not dead monster dust? Now, yes, It is possible that monsters also the dead monster dust that monsters do like steadily die over time in the same way that humans shed their skin periodically. And yeah, in case you didn't know, humans do shed their skin. Dust is just dead human skin cells. But yeah, so it's like the Dusty Tutu. Is it possible that monsters create dust in the same way humans do? Yes, I suppose that's true. We know in Deltarune that that hair gets caught in the drain, and it's possible that's also in this game. I could be mistaken. I could be I could be just forgetting something. But that's not quite the same thing as monsters shedding their skin cells to create dust. Dust is dead monster dust. So, also, if this room is untouched, there shouldn't be anything in here anyway. So how is it really dusty? Box of kids' shoes in a disparity of sizes. Home music box. Oh, you've probably seen me fidgeting with it. This is not a heart-shaped locket. It's just a necklace. But I figured it was the best thing I could get because best friends forever. You found a slice of butterscotch cinnamon pie. Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 are going to break me. I am quite sure of that. Inside the drawer are flower seeds and some broken crayons. Room under renovations. Why? You've seen this type of plant before, but do not know its name. It's you! Despite everything, it's still you. Despite everything. Fire isn't burning hot, just pleasantly warm. You could put your hand inside. I don't know how to tell you this, but fire is fire, and fire burns. The size of the pie intimidates you too much for you to eat it. Oh, yeah, the white fur. So yes, monsters do lose their fur or their hair if they have it, but do monsters just slowly shed dust up until they die and suddenly turn into dust? Like, do monsters, in the same way humans do monsters just have their skin cells die periodically? I don't, like, do monsters have something on their outside die that turns into dust? Because if they don't, there is only one explanation for something being covered in dust in this game. For some reason, there's a brand name chocolate bar in the fridge. Inside the cupboard are cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters. The stovetop is very clean. Toriel must use fire magic instead. Yes, but are there any knives? Up already, I see. Want you to know how glad I am to have someone here. There are so many old books I want to share. I want to show you my favorite bug hunting spot. I've also prepared a curriculum for your education. This may come as a surprise to you, but I have always wanted to be a teacher. Actually, perhaps that isn't very surprising. Still. I am glad to have you living here. Oh, did you want something? What is it? When can I go home? What? This is your home now. Do you like to hear about this book I am reading? It is called 72 Uses for Snails. How about it? Here's an exciting snail fact. Did you know that snails sometimes flip their digestive systems? I need to know if that's true because that's fascinating. If anyone's watching this, Google it for me. I have to do something. Stay here. No, I don't think I will stay here. Although... Okay, think about this for a second. We as the player just want to play the video game. But why does Frisk want to leave the ruins? We know canonically they do. But why? Because, well, we don't know why they fell down into the underground. But considering that nobody who falls down ever comes back, and so nobody's ever supposed to climb Mount Debit, probably for a similar reason to the first fallen child, I gotta be honest. You know? You wish to know how to return home, do you not? Ahead of us lies the end of the ruins, a one-way exit to the rest of the underground. I am going to destroy it. No one will ever be able to leave here again. Now be a good child and go upstairs. No, I don't think I will. Although again, why doesn't Frisk? Why doesn't Frisk just go back upstairs? Why doesn't Frisk choose to stay in the ruins? It might just be because player control. And if it is, that's really sad. And in a way I'd never actually thought about before, because we know Kris doesn't like being controlled. That's very obvious. But Frisk? Maybe not. Every human that falls down here meets the same fate. I have seen it again and again. They come, they leave, they die. You naive child, if you leave the ruins, they, Asgore, will kill you. I am only protecting you. Do you understand? Go to your room. Do not try to stop me. This is your final warning. Or what? You want to leave so badly? You are just like the others. There's only one solution to this. Prove yourself. Prove to me that you are strong enough to survive. Wait. Why are you looking at me like that? Like you have seen a ghost. Do you know something that I do not? No. That is impossible. Damn. Because, like I said, I was starting another playthrough. In that other playthrough, I did the thing. I did actually end her. And then reset it. Because I felt bad. And then I got called out on it. Because this game is a goddamn masterpiece. Torio. 80 attack and defense. Man, if she were going all out, damn, knows best for you. If she weren't refusing to kill us, you thought about telling Toriel that you saw her. Yep, even though I reset, the game still saves that variable. But that's creepy. Can you show mercy without fighting or running away? That is right. Go upstairs. Try it. Let's see what happens if I actually give her time to destroy the entrance to the ruins. I doubt anything. But please, wake up. You are the future of humans and monsters. Huh. Now, of course, we all know what that line actually is. That's what Asgore said to the first fallen child, who I refuse to call Kara because they do not have a canon name. Oh. Already? What will it take for you to learn your lesson? Lady, I took 2 full naps for you. You thought about telling Toriel that you saw her die, but that's creepy. Can you show mercy without fighting or running away? Can you show mercy without running away? Which, obviously, is an extremely unsubtle way of saying, hey, there's 2 things under the mercy button, and one of them is to run away. Toriel prepares a magical attack. Toriel takes a deep breath. Like, the thing is, I know that she won't actually kill me, but... Okay, am I crazy, or is there like a hint of red in her eyes? What are you doing? Toriel takes a deep breath. Hacker, run away! No. I'm being merciful. Just like you taught me. What are you proving this way? I'm proving that I can dodge your attacks. Fight me or leave. I'm proving that I can be merciful. Stop it. Toriel is acting aloof. Stop looking at me that way. Go away. Yeah, and now I'm at 2 HP. Now we have reached the Toriel refuses to fight you mode. Toriel looks through you. I know you want to go home, but please go upstairs now. Hear me out. What would happen? You know that hard work is its own work. I promise I will take good care of you here. What if? No, I'm not going to. I assume it would lead to like a Geno-style. Either it would reset all of that, or it would lead to a Geno-style moment where she just dies instantly, and I don't want either of those. I know we do not have much, but we could have a good life here. Honestly, if I were in Frisk's shoes, I would probably just stay down here, because, like, again, why did Frisk go down? Probably to get away from something. And if they were trying to get away from something, then wouldn't this be an okay moment to stay at least for a while? Why are you making this so difficult? Please, go upstairs. Pathetic, is it not? I cannot save even a single child. No, I understand. You would just be unhappy trapped down here. The ruins are very small once you get used to them. It would not be right for you to grow up in a place like this. My expectations, my loneliness, my fear. For you, my child, I will put them aside. If you truly wish to leave the ruins, I will not stop you. However, when you leave, please do not come back. I hope you understand. I go, Goodbye, my child. Okay. So the stream's not ending, but we're at kind of a lull right now, so tomorrow we're gonna continue playing Undertale. After that, Thursday is gonna be the next stream, and probably Thursday is also my graduation, so I might not stream then. It'll depend. But if I do stream on Thursday, there's a good chance that I start playing some Deltarune fan game instead. Clever. Very clever. You think you're really smart, don't you? In this world, it's kill or be killed. So you were able to play by your own rules. You spared the life of a single person. Hee 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 hee. Frogget, Whimsun, Vegetoid. Okay, Froggets, I killed one or two at least. Whimsuns I did not kill. Vegetoid, yeah, I think I did. Luke's I didn't. Because Luke's, like Froggets, get to the sparable range. Megosps, I spared. And okay, so only two of those did I actually kill, and only... So I'm pretty sure I only actually killed two things when I was down there. Think about those names. Do you think any of those monsters have families? Do you think any of them have friends? Each one could have been someone else's Toriel. Selfish brat. Somebody is dead because of you. I have never seen that, and this is why we need to spend more time talking about the neutral routes. Because something people miss is that the Undertale neutral routes are really interesting. But people only ever do, like, full-on pacifist or full-on no mercy at this point. And that's a shame, because there's so much interesting stuff like that in neutral routes, of, like, Flowey giving you his version of a slow clap, because congrats, you managed to spare one life, but you didn't spare so many other lives. Huh? There's a camera hidden in the bushes. Yep, I knew about that. I wonder if there are cameras hidden elsewhere as well, because I know that camera is designed to spook you, but it is actually just Alphys. So, interesting. Human. Old whoopee cushion in the hand trick. That's another interesting thing that happens on a replay that a lot of people miss because they just do the true pacifist playthrough and then go back to when it becomes necessary to go back just that little bit and all that stuff. For the record, people talk about how nonsensical it is that, like, the defeating Photoshop Flowey activates the true lab portion of the game, but the thing is, that is supposed to be because there was time for that to happen. It's supposed to be that happened because there was a little more time on this run because you did True Pacifist. So it annoys me so much that it has become commonplace for people to just do a pacifist run immediately rather than to do a neutral run like they're supposed to. Whoopee cushion in the hand trick. Wait a sec. Have you heard it before or something? You turned around before I said to. Weird. Whatever. You're a human, right? I'm Sans. Sans the skeleton. I'm actually supposed to be on watch for humans right now, but, you know, I don't really care about capturing anybody. Now my brother, Papyrus, he's a human hunting fanatic. Hey, actually, I think that's him over there. I have an idea. Go through this gate thingy. Yeah, go right through. My bro made the bars too wide to stop anyone. Quick, behind that conveniently shaped lamp. Okay, so I don't have a problem with the conveniently shaped lamp. I have a problem with the fact that Sans jumped to that. Problem with Sans jumping to the conveniently shaped lamp instead of behind the sentry post, which would have worked just as well and been much easier. You know what, sup, brother? It's been 8 days and you still haven't recalibrated your puzzles. You just hang around outside your station. What are you even doing? Staring at this lamp. It's really cool. Do you want to look? No, I don't have time for that. What if a human comes through here? I want to be ready. I will be the one. I must be the one. Capture human. Then I, the great Papyrus, will get all the things I utterly deserve. Respect. Recognition. I will finally be able to join the Royal Guard. People will ask to be my friend. I will bathe in a shower of kisses every morning. Maybe this lamp will help you. Sans, you are not helping. You lazy bones. All you do is sit and boondoggle. You get lazier and lazier every day. Hey, take it easy. I've gotten a ton of work today. A skillet ton. Boom ching. Sans. Come on, you're smiling. And I hate it. That's just what skeletons' faces look like. Especially his. Suddenly, why does someone as great as me have to do so much just to get some recognition? Wow, sounds like you're really working yourself down to the bone. Oh. But nice, the stream's back in order. I will attend to my puzzles. As for your work, put a little more bone into it. If you're wondering why I said, oh nice, the stream's working again, for a while I'd been getting an error message saying that the keyframe frequency was wrong. I have no idea how to fix that, but it seems to have fixed itself on its own, so nice. Okay, you can come out now. You ought to get going. He might come back, and if he does, he'll have to sit through more of my hilarious jokes. Just a conveniently shaped lamp. It's some sort of checkpoint or sentry station, but there are bottles of ketchup, mustard, and relish sitting inside. Actually, hey, Hate to bother you, but can you do me a favor? I was thinking, my brother's been kinda down lately. He's never seen a human before. Seeing you might just make his day. Don't worry, he's not dangerous. Even if he tries to be. Thanks a million. I'll be up ahead. Oh yeah. This song, Home, and Undertale, and Hopes and Dreams. Those are the 4 songs in this game that just absolutely break me. The convenience of that lamp still fills you with determination. Tough Glove. Weapon attack 5. A worn pink leather glove. For 5-fingered foe. Snowdrake flutters forth. Oh, better not snowflake out. Ha! I forgot how the Tough Glove works. Fill out. Are you sparable yet? Hang on, this is one of the funniest lines. Snowdrake realized its own name is a pun and is freaking out. Nice to meet you. Snowdrake is flaking apart. Which means that I can spare him. It's a fishing rod affixed to the ground. Reel it in? All that's attached to it is the end of a photo of a weird-looking monster. Call me! Here's my number! You decide not to call. What if that weird-looking monster is Gaster? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But, I mean, it could be. Gaster is a weird-looking monster. And we all know what happens if you're on the phone with him. Don't we? Don't we, Sham? You decide not to call. I love this one. This is a box. You can put an item inside, or take an item out. The same box will appear later, so don't worry about coming back. Sincerely, a box lover. Ice Cap struts into view. Snow? Oh, it's residue. Ice Cap makes sure its hat is still there. Okay. I know I could just spare him at this point, but because I never play violently unless it's a no mercy run, I have never seen this interaction. You tried to steal Ice Cap's hat, and succeeded. It melts in your hands. Ice without its cap. Oh, jeez. You inform Ice Cap that it still looks fine. I wanted you to see me as cool. Yeah, I like my hair too. Huh. That was surprisingly tragic. So, as I was saying about Undyne. Sans! Oh my god, is that a you? Actually, I think that's a rock. Oh. Hey, what's that in front of the rock? Oh my god! Is that a human? Yes. Oh my god! I finally did it! Undyne will... I'll be so... Hyperlink blocked. Popular! I'm trying not to scream because my parents are in the other rooms and I don't want to mess with them. Also, I don't want to completely blow up my vocal cords. We still have a few weeks left of Delta May/Delta June, and then Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 drop, and and then shortly after that, Secret of the Mimic drops, and I'm gonna fucking lose it when those happen. Human, you shall not pass this area. I, the Great Papyrus, will stop you. I will then capture you. You will be delivered to the capital. Then, I'm not sure what's next. In any case, continue. Only if you dare. Yeah. Huh. I don't think I recognize that dialogue. But I could just be misremembering. Well, that went well. Don't sweat it, kid. I'll keep an eye socket out for you. Snowdrake flutters forth. Ice to meet you. Snowdrake is assessing the crowd. The line Snowdrake is assessing the crowd has a similar energy to Spamton prays to the audience, Spamton pleads with the audience, there is no audience. Yeah, when their names turn yellow, show some mercy, human. There's some narration in this cardboard box. You observe the well-crafted sentry station. This you ponder. I bet it was that very famous Royal Guardsman. Note, not yet a very famous Royal Guardsman. Absolutely no moving. Something move. Was it my imagination? I can only see moving things. Something was moving. For example, a human. I'll make sure it never moves again. Don't move an inch. Blue stop signs. Doggo can't seem to find anything. Will it move this time? Moving. Doggo is confirming the moving object. It moved! It didn't not move! Doggo can't seem to find anything. And this is why people don't do the neutral route. You pet Doggo. Pet. Doggo has been pet. You won. You earned 0 XP and 30 gold. So something pet me. Something that isn't moving. I'm gonna need some dog treats for this. Hello? Is anybody there? No? Someone's been smoking dog treats. Criminy. This fucking game, man. So, Mangle Nightmare 03. Cool username, by the way. Cool stream. Unrelated, have you heard of the 12 slot saloon? I have not. Tell me more. I mean, I love anything inspired by Undertale, and I am happy to support indie creators. Like, I don't know how soon I'll be able to play it because between between Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 and a ton of other shit I have going on this summer and Secret of the Mimic, I'm not sure how much time, and between those two games how much money I'll have, but if it's relatively inexpensive, then I might well check it out, because I love Undertale. Anything inspired by Undertale is probably going to be good. Hey, there's something important to remember. My brother has a very special attack. If you see a blue attack, don't move and it won't hurt you. Here's an easy way to keep it in mind. Sorry. When you see a stop sign, you stop, right? Stop signs are red, so imagine a blue stop sign instead. Simple, right? When fighting, think about blue stop signs. Remember, blue stop signs. North, ice. South, iced. West, ice. East, snowed in town. And ice. Hello, I am a snowman. I want to see the world, but I cannot move. If you would be so kind, traveler, please, take a piece of me and bring it far away. Thank you. Good luck. How am I doing? By I mean the piece of me I gave you. Okay. So, on a on a regular mercy route, I can I can only take the one snowman piece. I know it's really good healing, but I want to make a snowman happy. You're so lazy. You were napping all night. I think that's called sleeping. Excuses, excuses. Oh, the human arrives. In order to stop you, my brother and I have created some puzzles. I think you will find this one quite shocking. For you see, this is the invisible electricity maze. When you touch the walls of this maze, this orb will administer a hearty zap. Sound like fun? Because the amount of fun you will probably have is actually rather small, I think. Okay, you can go ahead now. Sans, what did you do? I think the human has to hold the orb. Okay. This place. Okay, so if you can... Two questions. One, if you can throw it that far in the air, why do you throw it and not just, like... If you can throw it that far in the air, why don't you throw it across? And second, how did me walking here trigger it? They have a trailer up on their YouTube account. It was about a week ago. Recommend checking it out. And the game page for me, the demo is about 4 hours. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a YouTube feed set up on my stream right now, so I'm not gonna, like, react to the, I'm not gonna react to the trailer or anything, but cool, I'll check it out. Again, can you tell me anything more about it other than inspired by Undertale? Incredible! You slippery snail! You solved it so easily. Too easily. However, the next puzzle will not be easy. On the game page for more... Well, yeah. No worries about typos. I get it. But, yeah, the thing is... I'm asking you to tell me about it right now so we can continue to talk about it, because I'm not going to disrupt the game to go do something. It is designed by my brother, Sans. You will surely be confounded. I know I am. Yeah. Hey, thanks. My brother seems like he's having a lot of fun. By the way, did you see that weird outfit he's wearing? We made that a few weeks ago for a costume party. He hasn't worn anything else since. Keeps calling it his battle body. Man, isn't my brother cool? don't understand why these aren't selling. It's the perfect weather for something cold. Oh, customer! Hello, do you like some nice cream? It's the frozen treat that warms your heart. Now just 15G. Basically you're invited by death to a land for people to get their happy ending, although the residents call it the land without happy endings. No, that actually sounds awesome! Like, serious The Good Place energy. Now, I haven't watched The Good Place, but it sounds interesting. You know? Sans, how did you get here? I'm thinking about selling selling treats too. Want some fried snow? It's just 5G. Did I say 5G? I meant 50G. Really? How about 5,000? 5,000G. That's my final offer. What? You don't have the money? Hey, that's okay. I don't have any snow. Basically, you have to find a way out, I guess. You meet a couple characters. The main ones are Annoying Girl, Puppy, and Puppy's parents. Combat works like Deltarune, but with acts, some will have a minigame. Huh. No, that does actually sound really cool. Smell danger rating. Snow smell. Snowman. White rating. Can become yellow rating. Unsuspicious spell. Puppy. Blue rating. Smell of rolling around. Weird smell. Humans. Green rating. Destroy at all costs. And also you have multiple ways to show mercy as shown in the final boss of the demo. Neat. Yeah, that sounds really cool. If the demo is free, which, you know, demos usually are, then I'll probably check that out at some point over the next few streams, because I'm guessing before you got here, I said something about, I said that, like, I was thinking of probably trying to, I was thinking of probably trying out some Deltarune fan games or something in my pre-Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 streaming, so that sounds cool, I'll check it out. Final thing I'll say is that the game has, like, side quests where you can help people get happy endings, or don't do jack and let them have bad endings. Replay value, no, seriously, I'm genuinely gonna check that out now. That sounds really cool. I'm gonna watch the trailer after I finish streaming, probably. Even when you felt trapped, you took notes and achieved the end of Ball. You are awarded 2G. Looks like a snowball. Actually, it's a snow decahedron. Human, I hope you're ready for... Sans, here's the puzzle. It's right there, on the ground. Trust me, there's no way they can get past this one. Sans, they didn't even look at it. Whoops. I knew I should have used today's crossword instead. Wait, crossword? I can't believe you said that. In my opinion, Junior Jumble is easily the hardest. What? Really, dude? That easy peasy word scramble? That's for baby. Unbelievable. Human, solve this dispute. Which is harder? Okay. Crosswords often just rely on basic trivia. And if you don't just rely on trivia, and if you don't know the trivia, they're impossible. But if you like, that's basically just a trivia game. It's not a question of difficulty. It's just a question of whether or not you know the stuff. Word jumbles, I genuinely have a really hard time with. Yes! Humans must be very intelligent. They also find Junior Jumble so difficult. Yeah. Thanks for saying Junior Jumble just to appease my brother. Yesterday he got stopped trying to solve the horoscope. Please be not. Okay, good. Hey kids, can you help me solve this puzzle? I always check this one because I want to make sure. Hang on. Spring, summer, winter, fall! I think that's a rendezvous thing. My friends and I used to make that joke a ton a few years ago. And yeah, I always check this one just to make sure that it's not the nightmare. Because if it's the nightmare, then that's a waste of a fun value. It's a note from Papyrus. Human, let's enjoy the spaghetti. Little do you know, the spaghetti is a trap, designed to entice you. You'll be so busy eating it that you won't realize you aren't progressing. Thoroughly japed again by the great Papyrus. Yeah, Papyrus. It's a plate of frozen spaghetti. It's so cold, it's stuck to the table. It's an unplugged microwave. All of the settings say spaghetti. Knowing the mouse might one day find a way to heat up the spaghetti fills you with determination. Warning, dog marriage. Yes, you read that correctly. Lesser dog appears. Pant. Toby. A tiny bark. Lesser dog tucks 0 XP and 13 gold. There's a switch hidden in the snow. Click. Man, I used to have, when I was a kid, because keep in mind, this game is so old that I'm so old, that I was playing this game when I was like 11 or 12. I suppose this game is old enough and I'm young enough that I was playing this game when I was like 11 or 12 and it was already a few years old by that point. Few is general. Don't at me. Few does not mean 3. I don't know how old the game was by the time I played it. All I know is that, don't use that to try and figure out my age. You're not gonna get anywhere. But I was I was a tiny child who wasn't even a teenager yet, playing this game. I had genuinely no idea what this thing meant. I assumed that the trick was to, like, try and get all of the snow off it or something. What's that smell? Where's that smell? Your smell. Identify your smell. Here's that weird smell. Makes me want to eliminate. Eliminate you! Let's kick human tail. Do humans even have tails? The dogs keep shifting their axes to protect each other. Okay, if I recall correctly, killing Dogamy first gets you eliminated. Killing Dogaressa first makes Dogamy just sad. Dogs are reevaluating your smell. Number 2 Nuzzle Champs 98. Of course we were second. Dogs are practicing for the next couples contest. Take my wife, please. Don't actually. The dogs are saying sickly sweet things to each other. You roll around in the dirt and snow. You smell like a weird puppy. I'm guessing that the game expected me to either have spared them or have killed them at this point. After rolling in the dirt, you smell alright. What? Smells like a... Are you actually a little puppy? Little puppy who you just killed. Okay. So, path of least resistance for those two is definitely sparing them. It takes 2 moves. Warning, dog marriage. Yes, you read that correctly. Tiny bark. Tucks its tail between its legs is the sign that it's sparable. Alright. Yeah. You've gotta be kidding me. Yeah, nothing to say, I guess. I'm trying to do a neutral route, except that I feel bad about it, because Toby Fox is an incredible writer who makes me feel bad about all of his NPCs. So the enemies that would be the easiest to kill are also the ones who become sparable once I get them into kill range. So I'm not actually doing as much damage. I'm not doing as much killing as I expected to. Which I suppose is good. Oh, also, I won't go into detail, but I recommend Athenian Rhapsody and Muse-Struck. Okay, so those two both sound... I don't know what either of them are, but they both sound like they would be right up my alley. Especially Athenian Rhapsody, which, if I had to guess, I would say is music-related and ancient Greece-related, which... cool. Also, hope you're having a good day. I am, thanks! It was kind of an off day for a while, I just didn't have much energy. But I started replaying one of my old favorite childhood games, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction. Which, yeah, that's a mouthful of a title. It's like a not super great, but a lot of fun. It's, it's like a kind of not great, but also kind of fun, but also really fun, licensed game, based on Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, and, Ben 10 is one of my childhood heroes, so I love it. Dog that pets dogs. Amazing. The dog's minds have been expanded. You won! You earned 0 XP and 40 gold. Athenian Rhapsody is one of the craziest games I've ever seen not from Japan. Yeah, that's fair. Music is fantastic too. Awesome. Dogs can pet other dogs? A new world has opened for us. Thanks, weird puppy. Turn every X into an O and then press the switch. Cave Story is another one that's been on my list for a while. How did you avoid my trap? And, more importantly, is there any left for me? Really? Wowie. You resisted the flavor of my home-cooked pasta, just so you could share it with me? Fret not, human. I, Master Chef Papyrus, will make you all the pasta you could ever want. I have no idea where I was going before that. Oh, yeah, Cave Story has been on my list for a while, but I've never played it. My brother started a sock collection recently. How saddening. Sometimes I wonder what he would do. Without such a cool guy taking care of him. Yeah! Human. How do I say this? You were taking a long time to arrive, so you expected me to take a long time. You expected me not to be able to get here at all. I decided to improve this puzzle by arranging the snow to look more like my face. Fortunately, the snow froze to the ground. The solution is different, and, as usual, my lazy brother is nowhere around. So what I'm saying is, worry not, human. I, the great Papyrus, will solve this conundrum. Then we can both proceed. Meanwhile, feel free to try the puzzle yourself. I'll try not to give away the answer. I'm pretty sure there are multiple ways to do that. Looking at it, I could have also, skipped that one, gone up and around, but I've played this game several times, I've done this puzzle several times. Oh, you solved it! And you did it all without my help! Incredible! I'm impressed! You must care about puzzles like I do. Well, I'm sure you'll love the next puzzle then. It might even be too easy for you. Yeah! Gods, I love Papyrus. Didn't he say you were nowhere around? You must be really good at puzzles, huh? I mean, it's impossible for you to have seen this one before. What? So we know that he knows about resets. But I did not realize just how often he acknowledged that. The really easy one. It's the human. You're gonna love this puzzle. It was made by the great Dr. Alphys. You see these tiles? Once I throw this switch, they will begin to change color. Each color has a different function. Red tiles are impassable. You cannot walk on them. Yellow tiles are electric. They will electrocute you. Green tiles are alarm tiles. If you step on them, you will have to fight a monster. Orange tiles are orange scented. They will make you smell delicious. Blue tiles are water tiles. Swim through if you like, but if you smell like oranges, the piranhas will bite you. Also, if a blue tile is next to a yellow tile, the water will also zap you. Purple tiles are slippery. You will slide to the next tile. However, the slippery slope smells like lemons, which piranhas do not like. Purple and blue are okay. Finally, pink tiles. They don't do anything. Step on them when you like. How was that? Understand? As much as I need to. Great! And there's one last thing. This puzzle is entirely random. When I pull the switch, it will make a puzzle that has never been seen before. Not even I will know the solution. Yeah! Get ready. All these different possible combinations, and... Yes, unlucky is humanly possible. Goodbye, Great Papyrus. And that's Mettaton. The machine isn't working. Actually, that's spaghetti from earlier. It's too bad for my brother. Since he started cooking lessons, he's been improving a lot. But if he keeps it up, next year he'll even make something edible. This dog is staring blankly into the snow, waiting, aware of dog. Please pet dog. That dog considers itself an artist, doesn't ever know what to create. Probably doesn't help that his brain is the size of a piece of kibble. Toby Fox, why do you feel the need to call me out like this? RK800 Elite TR. Hello. I'm probably just gonna call you RK8, or maybe RK800. Because that's a mouthful of a name. It's a cool name, but it is a mouthful. But... RK, hi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Knowing that it will never give up trying to make the perfect snow dog, it fills you with determination. Thank you, I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing alright. As I was telling Mangle, I've been having something of an off day today, just because I've been tired, but yeah, I'm doing alright. I finished high school the other day, which is wild. That's insane. Yeah. So, and dealing with how weird that is, but also glad to be done. And I am now playing through one of my favorite video games of all time, so I'm doing alright. Thanks. What's up? Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the gift trot or any of that. It's a snow puff. But a tiny doghouse. Woof. And this is a snow puff. This, however, is a snow puff. Surprisingly, it's a snow puff. Snow puff. Is it really a snow puff? Behold, a snow puff. Eh? There's 30G inside this. What is this? It's a snow puff. I have to say one more thing. I'm actually Turkish. Sometimes I don't understand. Sorry. Oh well. Yet another person added to the list of international viewers. It's genuinely wild how diverse my chats often are. Like, back when I was streaming a lot, my main chatters, I had one main chatter who was from Brazil, I believe. One main chatter who was from somewhere else in Latin America, and one main chatter who was from the States. So I had a lot of surprisingly I had a surprisingly diverse chat. It was honestly really nice. I love hearing about the different cultures. Raider dog. And let me know if you need me to like explain something or anything. Love Raider dog. Yeah, no problem. Attack 18, defense 8. It's just so excited that it thinks thinks fighting is just play. Greater Dog is waiting for your command. Beckon. You call the Greater Dog. It bounds towards you, flecking slobber into your face. Greater Dog is seeking affection. Raider dog curls in your lap as it's pet by you. It's so comfortable it falls asleep. Zzz. Then it wakes up! It's so excited! Raider dog is patting the ground with its front paws. Oh, also, y'all weren't here when I mentioned this. Just so you know, when I am facing this way toward the camera, that is me looking at the screen. Because of where my webcam is positioned, this is where I'm facing the screen. I'm facing the game when I look like this. When I turn to the side like this, that's me checking chat. You make a snowball and throw it for the dog to fetch. It splats on the ground. Raider dog picks up all the snow in the area and brings it to you. Now dog is very tired. It rests its head on you. Raider dog wants some TLC. As you pet the dog, it sinks its entire weight into you. Your movement's slow, but you still haven't pet enough. Pet capacity is at 40%. Undertale is my favorite game. I discovered it when I was 8 years old. Now I'm 17 and I'm actually playing Don't Forget Connected. I have no idea what Don't Forget Connected is, but honestly, same. I don't know if I'd always call it my favorite game. A lot of the time that honor goes to Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. A lot of the time that honor goes to Deltarune. But it is... God, I love this game so much. Yeah, all of these characters. I'm trying to do a neutral route. You can see that my love is a 2. I'm trying to do a neutral route, but all of these NPCs are just so memorable that I don't want to attack any of them. You pet decisively. Pet capacity reaches 100%. The dog flops over with its legs hanging in the air. Raider dog is contented. Spare. Hang on. How did it control the suit? How does it control the suit if it's that small? Human! This is your final and most dangerous challenge. Behold, the Gauntlet of Deadly Terror. Why is the annoying dog there? Why is the annoying dog there? When I say the word, it will fully activate. Cannons will fire, spikes will swing, blades will slice. Each part will swing violently up and down. Only the tiniest chance of victory will remain. Are you ready? Because I am about to do it! Well, what's the hold up? Hold up. I'm about to activate it now. Don't forget Connected. There's Deltarune and Undertale, so you're... An MMORPG version of Undertale and I am adding that to the list. That sounds sick as hell, and I'm gonna... Is that it increases up to level 99. Damn! I'm gonna have to check that out, at least for a little while, during Delta May, because over the next month or so, I am gonna be streaming a lot in hype for... Deltarune chapters, in hype for Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. That, doesn't look very activated. Oh, this challenge, it seems, maybe, too easy to defeat the human with. Yeah, we can't use this one. I am a skeleton with standards. Papyrus, one of your puzzles was literally just two switches and a couple of rocks. My puzzles are very fair, and my traps expertly cooked. But this method is too direct. No class at all. Away it goes. Phew. What are you looking at? This was another decisive victory for Papyrus. Yeah. Heh. God, I love the Great Papyrus. I don't know what my brother's gonna do now. If I were you, I would make sure I understand blue attacks. Okay. Now we get to one of the coolest moments in the game. That. Just a couple of frames of Flowey being there. And it's online. You can PvP with your friends, or you can PvP with other people. It's a very advanced game. You can... that sounds... I'm gonna be honest, kind of sounds like it's missing the point of Undertale and Deltarune, but that still sounds really cool as well. Welcome to Snowden Town. The sight of such a friendly town fills you with determination. Use the box. Okay. Put away the snow piece and the toy knife. Okay. I'm gonna get the bandana. And then, you have a bad ending, a normal ending, good ending, or a soulless good ending. On this game, in the game overall, I have gotten all 4 of those. I actually, Undertale doesn't doesn't keep your save data on across computers, and this is actually, and I've never beaten the game on this computer, so I don't have any saved on here, but what I'm going for right now is a neutral ending. Like I said, I'm trying to do a neutral route, but it's really hard because I love all of these NPCs so much I don't want to kill any of them. Okay. I think the bicycle is probably the way to go. I'm gonna get 1 Cinnabon. Hey, just come to Snowden. I can't remember the last time I saw a fresh face around here. Where did you come from? Capital? You don't look like a tourist. Are you here by yourself? You want to know what to do in Snowden? Grillby's has food, the library has information. If you're tired, you can take a nap at the inn. It's right next door. My sister runs it. And if you're bored, you can sit outside. You can sit outside and watch those wacky skeletons do their thing. There's 2 of them. Brothers, I think. They showed up one day and asserted themselves. The town has gotten a lot more interesting since then. Something I'd never noticed before. Her shop has the Deltarune. That's interesting. Like, the rest of this stuff is just, like, generic, the rest of this is just generic video game shop stuff. But that is interesting. Think back to your history class. A long time ago, monsters lived in the ruins back there in the forest. Long story short, we all decided to leave the ruins and head for the end of the caverns. Along the way, some fuzzy folk decided they liked the cold and set up camp in Snowden. No, don't think about trying to explore the ruins. The door's been locked for ages. So unless you're a ghost or can burrow under the door, forget about it. Life is the same as usual. A little claustrophobic, but we all know deep down that freedom is coming, don't we? As long as we got that hope, we can grit our teeth and face the same struggles, day after day. That's life, ain't it? I guess so, yeah. Bye now. Come again sometime. Okay. I cannot interact with every single thing. I can't. Awful teens tormented a local monster by decorating his tree like horns. So we started giving that monster presents to make it feel better. Now it's a tradition to put presents under a decorated tree. That there is the icon in the waterfall, I think. There is that icon in the waterfall, I think. Yes. Sorry, RK, it took me a second to figure out what you were saying. First of all, Sudsy T, hey, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. RK, and Sudsy, how you doing? RK, yes, that icon is also in Gerson's shop, the turtle in Waterfall, and, of course, it's the Deltarune. It's kind of a big deal. Some of the presents are addressed from Santa to various locals. How? Exactly? How? 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 Do you prefer Deltarune or Undertale? Okay, one thing at a time. How does Santa exist for the monsters? Now, do I prefer Deltarune or Undertale? I think right now, while I am more obsessed with Deltarune, I'm more obsessed with it for the same reason that I think I prefer Undertale. It's unfinished. Undertale is a complete game, start to finish. Meanwhile, Deltarune, we only have 2 of 7 chapters, possibly more. So, while I love theorizing and speculating and thinking about the future of Deltarune, while I love speculating about the future of Deltarune, I'm not as passionate about it. I don't think it's as good as I think Undertale is, just because it's not finished yet. We don't have the complete story. Now, Monster Kid. Yo, you're a kid too, right? I can tell because you're wearing a striped shirt. His town doesn't have a mayor, but if there's ever a problem, a skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics. Don't make a politics joke, don't make a politics joke, don't make a politics joke. Everyone's always laughing and cracking jokes, trying to forget our modern crises. Dreariness, crowding, lack of sunlight. I would join them, but I'm just not very funny. We all know the underground has problems, but we smile anyway. Why? We can't do anything, so why be morose about it? Yeah, yeah. I get that, unfortunately. I really want to fight Gaster in Deltarune. I hope that will happen in the finale. I'm quite sure that maybe it'll happen. It's a JRPG. We're going to fight God. So, I am quite confident that we're gonna get either... I'm quite confident that we're gonna get either a fight against Gaster or a fight with Gaster against the Angel. Let's pop into the library. Welcome to the library. Yes, we know, the sign is misspelled. That look in your eye. You're someone that has difficulty solving Junior Jumble, aren't you? So what if I am Discount Mike Wazowski? Monster funerals are, technically speaking, cool as heck. Monsters get old and kick the bucket. They turn into dust. Funerals, we take the dust and spread it on the person's favorite thing. Okay, I'm not gonna read this part aloud, I'm just gonna comment on if there's anything of note. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still writing that one. Then why is it in the library? A monster doesn't want to fight, its defenses will weaken. And the crueler the end. Therefore, being with a powerful soul struck with... Holy shit, that's fascinating for lore. First of all, that is a diegetic explanation for why the bosses go down in one hit on the No Mercy route. Yeah, you're strong, but also, like, Toriel, Papyrus, they have no desire to kill you. But you do want to kill them. So their defense goes down as your attack goes up. Also, that happens in Deltarune. I'm writing this down so that I don't forget. Did you kill Toriel? Yeah, lore, let's go. I love lore. Love lore so much. Arcade, did I kill Toriel? Not on this run, no. I was thinking about it, but I could not bring myself to. I just couldn't. Okay. Okay, yeah, so monsters' bodies are attuned to their soul. If a monster doesn't want to fight, its defenses will weaken. People have been speculating about this in Deltarune for quite some time. People have been speculating about it in Deltarune for quite a while. Why, what's it called? Crap. Frick. Frick. Lancer, that's his name. Why Lancer's defense is so low in some fights, but so high in others. And that's true of a lot of Darkners. It makes sense, then, that if they don't want to fight, their defenses go down. That's awesome. It's a mailbox overflowing with unread junk mail. This mailbox is labeled Papyrus. Look inside. You realize that would probably be illegal. Yeah, probably. It's locked. Understandably. Did you go behind Papyrus's house and press Z? I did not. Human. Allow me to tell you about some complex feelings. Feelings like the joy of finding another pasta lover. The admiration for another's puzzle-solving skills. The desire to have a cool, smart person think you are cool. These feelings. They must be what you are feeling right now. I can hardly imagine what it must be like to feel that way. After all, I am very great. I don't ever wonder what having lots of friends is like. I pity you, lonely human. Worry not. You shall be lonely no longer. I, the great papyrus, will be your... No. No, this is all wrong. I can't be your friend. You are human. I must capture you. Then, I can fulfill my lifelong dream. Powerful, muscular, prestigious. That's Papyrus, the newest member of the Royal Guard. No. Papyrus, attack 20, defense 20. He likes to say, yeah. Secret place there, but I think it opened with... Oh, that. Yeah, I know about that place. A lot of people know about that place. I've never actually been there because I don't have the patience to deal with that incredibly long thing that incredibly long thing at the Judgment Hall, listening to his spiel over and over to get the key, but whatever. Yeah. Wow, what an attack. Cyrus is trying hard to play it cool. What? Flirting? So you finally reveal your ultimate feelings? Well, I'm a skeleton with very high standards. I have zero... Oh no, that humility, it reminds me of myself! You're meeting all my standards! Let's stay later, after I capture you. I'm the Great Papyrus, I'll stop you. Yeah, Papyrus is thinking about what to wear for his date. Oh no! Let's stay later, after I capture you. Papyrus is thinking about what to cook for his date. So you won't fight. Then, let's see if you can handle my fabled blue attack. All this stuff. And Sans never once told us about the actual blue attack. You're blue now. That's my attack. You're blue now. That's my attack. Yeah. You're blue now. I wonder what I should wear. Okay, so funny thing, I've never actually spared Papyrus correctly. What? I don't think about that date thing. I've never actually spared Papyrus correctly. I've only ever done it the lose to him 3 times and he gives up way. MTT branded Bishy cream behind his ear. Hold up longer to jump higher. Jeez. The circle... I haven't played a Geno route in so long. Anime powder, huh? I haven't played a Geno route in so long. And yet, I still just reflexively think to do the circle trick. Where you circle backwards while you're taking the attacks. Cute juice behind his ear. What ear? MDT brand attraction slime behind his ear. Papyrus, head of the Royal Guard. Oh shit. Looked away for 1 second to see if there were any new chat messages. There weren't. It's still cost me the fight. You're too weak. I was easily able to capture you. I will now send you to the capture zone. Or, as Sans calls it, garage. You're in the doghouse now. Yeah! It's just dry food. It's too small to sleep on. It's squeaky chew toy. Sorry, I have to lock you in the guest room until Undyne arrives. Feel free to make yourself at home. Refreshments and accommodations have been provided. Yetfully yours, Papyrus. I remember when I was a kid playing this game, this moment with like the music cutting out and the snow slowly appearing more and more spooked the hell out of me. Wait, it's right in front of me. Hello? I was worried that you had gotten lost. You're not supposed to escape. Get back there. Papyrus blocks the way. I wonder what I should wear. Papyrus is thinking about what to wear for his date. What? I'm not thinking about that date thing. Papyrus is thinking about what to cook for his date. Yeah, don't make me use my special attack. Ah, shit. Papyrus stabs some bone cologne behind his ear. Again, what ear? Marinara sauce behind what ear? Papyrus dabs MTT brand Bishy cream behind his ear. Unparalleled spaghettitor! Papyrus dabs anime powder behind his ear. Undyne will be really proud of me. I still haven't played Undertale Yellow. I really need to get on that. That game sounds so cool. A king will trim a head in the shape of my smile. King of Fluffy Buns, who is also going to kill me, apparently. My brother will... well, he won't change very much. Papyrus. I have lots of admirers, but... Papyrus realizes he doesn't have ears. Exactly. Will anyone like me as sincerely as you? Ah, crap. If we kill Papyrus, was there a fight with the of Sans? No. The only time you fight Sans is on an absolute no mercy route, where you kill everyone and everything you come across. So if we kill Papyrus here, all that'll happen is that we lose Sans interactions. This time, I've upgraded the facilities. Not only will you be trapped, but you won't ever want to leave. It's exactly the same. It's locked. Yeah. That it's locked, RK. That's what you were talking about with the... yeah, so that's what you were talking about with the, like, stuck behind it and stuff. With the go behind it and find Sans' lab. Look again, eh? I suppose it's my fault. I told you before that I would make you spaghetti. It's only natural you would want to see me. In the dire hope I would make you some. Well, I understand. Papyrus is hungry too. Hungry for justice! When HP goes down to 1, it always throws us here. Damn. Yep. Yep. Every time he will bring you down to 1 HP 3 times. Every time. He will bring you down to 1 HP 3 times. Each time, he'll chuck you in the doghouse, and then the fight will reset, but after the 3rd time, he'll take pity on you. So there are 2 ways to spare him. Way 1 is to wait him all the way out. Way 2 is to get eliminated 3 times. And once he puts you in the doghouse 3 times... Oh crap, I moved. So, the first time I played it, I was so angry. Honestly, me too. I was so confused. Papyrus down. Papyrus. Unparalleled spaghettitor. Whatever the hell that means. Now, there is an actual end to this fight, but I have never seen it. Well, I've seen it, but only in other people's footage. I have never gotten that far, frankly, because I'm not good enough at the game for that. My brother will, well, he won't change very much. Virus realizes he doesn't have ears. Virus is trying hard to play it cool. Will anyone like me as sincerely as you? Like, I feel like we've gotta be at least relatively close to the real end of the fight. Like, someone like you is really rare. Like, this feels like end of fight, I don't want to kill you dialogue. Papyrus is considering his options, and dating might be kind of hard. Still up. Papyrus is trying hard to play it cool. After you're captured and sent away... Oh, dating might be kind of hard after you're captured and sent away. Ah, crap. What was the most difficult boss in the game? For me, it was Undying the Undying, but of course, Sam... Okay. I've never actually beaten a No Mercy route. Because of Sans. So, I am inclined to say that Sans is the most difficult fight. I understand the argument that it's not. I understand the argument in favor of many others. Specifically in favor of Undyne. Undyne is more difficult. Undyne is harder to work with, but I find her patterns easier to memorize than Sans. So I consider Sans the most difficult enemy, as do a lot of people. But it just won't work on me. I am the persistentist, and if you think you are persistentist, sir, that is wrong. Grammatically wrong. Because the correct form would be, not as persistentist, as Papyrus. The persistentist. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Yeah! The No Mercy route has so many, like, fights that aren't even. Has fights that aren't even, and then it also has, Undyne the Undying and Sans, who are some of the most difficult video game bosses I've ever fought. You're back again? Finally realized the true reason why. You just miss seeing my face so much. Not sure I can fight someone who feels this way, but mostly, I'm getting really tired of capturing you. Fight Papyrus? No. Okay, I guess I'll accept my failure. I can't even stop someone as weak as you. Undyne's gonna be so disappointed in me. I'll never join the Royal Guard, and if you eat food before you get down to 1 HP, well, no. He throws you... Okay. Two things. I'm gonna go down this in order. If you eat food before you get to 1 HP, will he still throw us in the kennel? No. Specifically, he's gonna throw you in the doghouse when you hit 1 HP. So if you can stop yourself from getting to 1 HP, then he won't throw you in the doghouse. And two, you saw what for the first time? This ending of the fight? I'll never join the Royal Guard. My friend quantity will remain stagnant. What should you say? Let's be friends. Really? You want to be friends? With me? Well then, I guess I can make an allowance for you. Wowie! We haven't even had our first date, and I've already managed to hit the friend zone. Who knew that all I needed to make pals was to give people awful puzzles and then fight them? At least he's self-aware. You taught me a lot, human. I hear. Yes, I thought that every time we went to the dog club, the fight was reset. No. Like I said, it happens he will send you to the doghouse 3 times, and after the 3rd time, he will just let you pass. I'll let you pass, and I'll give you the directions to the surface. Continue forward until you reach the end of the cavern. Then, when you reach the capital, cross the barrier. That's the magical seal trapping us all underground. Anything can enter through it, but nothing can exit. Except someone with a powerful soul, like you. That's why the king wants to acquire a human. He wants to open the barrier with soul power. Then us monsters can return to the surface. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. To reach the exit, you will have to pass through the king's castle. Now, introduce Waterfall. Honestly, yeah, I think might very well be my favorite part as well. Like, I love Metaton. He is so fun, and the core is really cool. And the True Lab is sick as hell. Big Pokemon Mansion vibes from Gen 1. But honestly, Waterfall is it's nice without being as just sweet as the first two. You know? The king of all monsters. He's a big fuzzy pushover. Everybody loves that guy. I am certain if you just say, "Excuse me, Mr. Dreamer, can I please go home?" He'll guide you right to the barrier himself. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'll be at home being a cool friend. Feel free to come by and have that date. Yeah. Hang on. How can you fly? Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do the date with Papyrus. It's fun. I might come back to it. But let me get to a save point. Okay. The sound of rushing water fills you with determination. First things first, I really need to use the bathroom. Alright, BRB. Sudsy, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know if. Thanks for letting me know if that my sound was wrong. I didn't realize that. So thanks for the heads up, both of you. Because, you know, I mute my microphone when I'm heading to BRB, and I often forget to turn it back on. What? Haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Grillby's. Wanna come? Yeah, why not? Well, if you insist, I'll cry myself away from my work. Over here. I know a shortcut. That's not how shortcuts work. Fast shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone. Hey, Sans. Hi, Sans. Greetings, Sans. Hiya, Sansy. Oh my god, the necklace is like... Yup, I did that on purpose. I may not have an actual heart locket, but I have a gold heart necklace, and I wear it anytime I do something Undertale or Deltarune related. I love this plushie so much. Yeah, this is my one piece of Undertale / Deltarune merch, and I love it so much because Sham is incredible, and I love them. I love them so much. They're amazing. Hey, Sans, weren't you here for breakfast just a few minutes ago? Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. Here, get comfy. Oops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Hey, that sounds pretty good. Ruby, we'll have a double order of burger. Yeah. So, what do you think? My brother. Yeah, he's cool. Of course he's cool. You'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. By that I mean he wears it in the shower. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup? No thanks. More for me. Glug, 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 glug. Do you have a Sans plush? Unfortunately not. No, this is, like I said, my only piece of Undertale merch. And, I would like a Sans plush, though. I really want that blue Sans hoodie. I love wearing hoodies, and that thing looks so cozy. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree, Papyrus tries real hard. I like how he keeps trying to be part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the house of the head Royal Guard, and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut him down she shut the door on him because it was midnight. But the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's, still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower? Yeah, of course I have. So you know all about it. The echo flower. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them, and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. I have the blue hoodie. I have the pajamas of Sans. I bought them in the past, fortunately. Nice. Well, that was a long break. Can't believe it let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? Yeah, sure, no problem, buddy. Just kidding. Grilby, put it on my tab. By the way, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Good talk, Sans. Good talk. Okay, so, fun story. When I was a kid, back in, like, 3rd grade, didn't even finish the food. Yeah, it's a shame. Hate it. My sister ripped off. Oh, damn it. That sucks. But, yeah, so, fun story. When I was a kid, I had... Sorry, Pappy. I had this buddy who was, like, super into Sans and Papyrus. I'd heard him talking about them two before I'd ever even heard of Undertale. So I was genuinely so surprised when I learned they were video game characters and not, like, from an online web series or something. Online web series. Yeah, talk about redundancy. This is an echo flower. Repeats the last thing it heard, over and over. Let's hang out again sometime. Yeah, let's. This is a box. You could put an item in or take an item out. Why would you do that, though? You can't use items when they're in the box. Sincerely, a box hater. Yeah. Oh, I completely forgot that I never even applied the bandana. Manly bandana. It has some wear. It has Armstrong on it. But I gave it to the sewing shop and they fixed it, thank goodness. Nice. Okay, glad it has a happy ending at least. Dusty Tutu. If I'd known how soon after the bandana you got the Dusty Tutu, which, again, why would it be dusty? Dust is dead human skin cells. There's only one thing in Undertale that would make dust. Finally, a protective piece of armor. Yeah, I guess I'm putting it on right away, so... The bandana was just a waste of my money, I suppose. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Hi, I'm Dan. I'm here with my daily report, regarding that human I called you about earlier. Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. What? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undyne, but in the end, I failed. What? You're going to take the human soul yourself? But, Undyne, you don't have to destroy them, you see. The funeral rites put their dusty remains on their favorite item. The tutu is someone's favorite item. Okay. Sudsy. You raise a valid argument, except that it's later canonized that the Dusty Tutu was owned by one of the fallen humans before they died. Because we're not playing as the first fallen human, we're playing as the 8th. So, this was owned, so the Tutu was owned by someone who didn't, so I love that theory, but it doesn't hold up. unfortunately. I understand. I'll help you in any way I can. Undyne. God, she's so cool. She just disappears. Yo, did you see the way she was staring at you? That was awesome! I'm so jealous. What do you do to get her attention? Haha, come on, let's go watch her beat up some bad guys. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. The Lemon Kid? A, their name is Monster Kid, and B, yeah, I'm with Sudsy. Love Monster Kid. They're constantly stopping us? Yeah, I suppose, but like, whatever. Okay. RX7802 Gundam. I am just gonna call you Gundam. Howdy. Howdy. Nice to meet you. How's it going, Gundam? What brings you here today? When 4 bridge seeds align in water, they will spout. The Lemon Kid is Monster Kid. You see their name in Genocide. Yeah, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Aaron flexes in. I know, sometimes I use the wrong word. That's fair. English isn't your first language. The sound the flower makes is somehow cute. Yeah, it is. Aaron. Nice to meet you. No need for a swimming suit. Aaron's sweating bullets. Literally. Education? Hobby? Talent? Aaron is admiring his own muscles. Bye-bye, Aaron. Omega Flowey is kinda easy. Yes, that's true. In retrospect, when I first played this game, when I was not even a teenager yet, Omega Flowey scared the shit out of me. Okay, now I know what that sign says. It's something to the effect of, if you can read this, you're lost. I also know that if I go down here, I can get the quiche. Find the beach. Yep, that's what I'm going for. Beach with the quiche. There's a lone quiche sitting underneath this bench. We got the abandoned quiche. Abandoned quiche heals 34 HP. Damn. A psychologically damaged spinach egg pie. How is it psychologically damaged? Just wasn't ready for the responsibility. Oh! That's how! I remember this one. Man, you never notice, you don't realize how well you know something. Thanks for the hint, Gundam. I don't think ever actually done that puzzle. The music box puzzle. But, I mean, if you're just gonna tell me, cool, thanks. Ring. Hello, this is Papyrus. How did I get this number? It was easy. I just dialed every number sequentially until I got yours. Yeah! So, what are you wearing? I'm asking for a friend. She thought she saw you wearing a dusty tutu. Is that true? Are you wearing a dusty tutu? Yeah, I know that what happens here, no matter what, I know that no matter what happens, Papyrus will tell her what I'm actually wearing. If I say that I'm not wearing it, he'll say that I'm not wearing it. If I say that I am wearing it, he'll say that I am wearing it. And then if I change what I'm wearing, he'll flip it, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm wearing a dusty. So you are wearing a dusty tutu. Got it. Wink, wink. Have a nice day. Click. Yeah. Long time ago, monsters would whisper. Oh yeah, with these sparkling stones. I knew you had it in you. Yep, that famous line. I most certainly do have it in me. Your soul is unclean. Yeah, I suppose it is. Wash away his friend with a little bird. Friendship can't save you now. Wish my sister and I will see the real stars someday. Seems my horoscope's the same as last week's. To the telescope. Yeah, yep, check the wall. This is just really cool. Okay. We've already passed the potential hallway room, so I know I don't have Gaster. Ancient writing covers the walls. You can just make out the words. The war of humans and monsters. Okay, something I'm just gonna do. This is what I was doing for the library, and this is what I'm going to continue doing. Anytime I come by anytime I get to a long string of lore, anytime I get to a lore dump like this, I'm not gonna speak it aloud, I'm just gonna read it and then acknowledge it if something interesting appears. It's an illustration of a strange tree. If a monster defeats a human, they can take its soul. A monster with a human soul, a horrible beast with unfathomable power. Yep. It is very unsettling indeed. Flowey is the goat. Literally, yes. Yes, he is. Okay, so no Goner Kid yet. I believe this is the spot where Goner Kid would show up. So no Goner Kid yet. Okay, I didn't get the sound test. I didn't get the wrong number song. I didn't get Gaster. I didn't get that. I didn't get Goner Kid. I believe I actually got Goner Kid on my very first playthrough. I could be mistaken about that, but I believe I did. Yeah, no Gaster Door. No Goner Kid. He's like, wrong child. Oh, did you see that? Undyne just touched me! I'm never washing my face ever again. Man, are you unlucky. You were standing just a little bit to the left. Yo, don't worry. I'm sure we'll see her again. I'm really trying to do an Arnold impression for them, but I simply cannot. Why does Monster Kid sound like that? TLDR, because I watched a video one time that was a big a bunch of jokes about Undertale, and one of the jokes involved Monster Kid being given and involved Monster Kid being given that voice. 3 gold for the fairy. Hop on. Thanks for stepping on my face. Here's the 3 gold. Yeah, I'm testing this again. Or not. Okay. Not from that direction. So cool, so cool, so cool. I don't know what you're specifically saying is so cool, but, I mean, this area is so cool, just in general. I'm gonna head back just to see if Goner Kid has shown up. I didn't get the wrong number song, I didn't get the sound test, I didn't get Gaster. Iris, I burnt the water. That is something he would say, though, yeah. Yeah, no Goner Kid. No Goner Kid. So, okay, no Gaster, no Goner Kid, no wrong number song, no sound test. This cheese has been here so long, magical crystal has grown around it. It's stuck to the table. Weak. Knowing the mouse might one day extract the cheese from the mystical crystal fills you with determination. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to get to Undyne tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna finish the fight, but I'm gonna try to get there at least. This isn't Gerson's shop. I thought this was Gerson's shop. And ancient glyphs have been painted over with a list of 21 flavors. Fortunately, I've thought of a solution. Punch cards! Every time you buy an ice cream, you can take a punch card from the box. If you have 3 cards, you can... I'm not gonna bother with that. What can you do? Normally, since I know you, you can use it for free. How's about it? I mean, if he's letting us use it for free, yeah, sure. The telescope covered in ketchup that makes us look like we have a black eye. What's a star? Can you touch it? Can you eat it? Can you kill it? Are you a star? Knife, 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 knife indeed, knife indeed. Knife, knife, knife. Wait, I too like knives, but, just wait a knife! Yeah, just wait until we get a bit further on. Look, the knife isn't a great item at this point in the game, but later on... Yeah, currently no knife, but just you wait and see. So, don't you have any wishes to make? Just one, but it's kind of stupid. You walk into Mold Small. There. No point killing them. It's a parabellation. Ah. Let's drop a bandage. We found a kind of stiletto, even if it's not the fun kind. Open attack 7. These used shoes make you feel incredibly dangerous. Yeah, I didn't think anybody would. Why can't I say Papyrus's number anyway? But yeah, I found a kind of stiletto, just not the fun kind, sods. Hello, this is Papyrus. Remember when I asked you about clothes? Well, a friend who wanted to know, her opinion of you was very murdery. But I bet you knew that already, and because you knew that, I told her what you told me you were wearing, a dusty tutu, because I knew, of course, after such a suspicious question, you would obviously change your clothes. You're such a smart cookie. This way you're safe, and I didn't lie. No betrayal anywhere. Being friends with everyone is easy. Papyrus, Papyrus, Papyrus. Joshua and Aaron appear. Your soul is unclean. No need for a swimming suit. I'm gonna take out Aaron first. Damn, critical hit. Wash you leg. Aaron's muscles droop comedically. Oh, Aaron's spareable. Nice. Okay, both of them are spareable? Then I guess we're gonna spare them. Guess who's back? Back again. Welcome back. Hi, Gundam. You're here. Don't say that. Come on, I promise I won't laugh. Power to take their souls. This is the power that the humans feared. Oh, great. This room. With this motherfucker. My boy, I hear. What did he do to you? I don't know who you're talking to or about. Hey there, noticed you were here. I'm Onion-san. Onion-san, you here? Yes, Onion-san, unfortunately I do. We're visiting Waterfall, huh? It's great here. You love it, huh? Yeah, me too. It's my big favorite. Even though the water's getting so shallow here, I sit down all the time, but hey, that's okay. Beats moving to the city. And living in a crowded aquarium, like all my friends did. What did he do to you? Onion San did. Yes, I'm with Sudsy. Onion San is kind of disturbing. Like, they're fine and, like, kind of sweet. And the aquarium's kind of full. Anyway, but, like, I just... Also, reminder, yeah, when I get to that room, I will know it. So, thanks for the heads up, Gundam. I was gonna fix everything, you hear? Gonna get out of here and live in the ocean, you hear? But, yeah, thank you for the reminder, Gundam. There, that's the end of this room. I'll see you around. Have a good time. In waterfall. Bye-bye, Onion-san. See you never. Shiren hides in the corner, but somehow encounters you anyway. I'm not even gonna try to fight Shiren. I'm gonna do something else I've never done with Shiren. Hum a funky tune. Shiren follows your melody. Sires, see-ray, see-ray. Yeah. See-ray, see-ray, see-me. See-ray, see-ray, see-me, see-me. Shiren seems much more comfortable singing. You hum some more. Monsters are drawn to the music. Suddenly, it's a concert. Si-fa, 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 so... Yeah. Sans is selling tickets made of toilet paper. You hum some more. The seats are sold out. You feel like a rock star. Crowd tosses clothing. It's a storm of socks. You hum some more. With the constant attention, the tours, the groupies, it's all aggressive tooting. Farron thinks about her future. You and Chiron have come so far, but it's time. You both have your own journeys to embark on. You hum a farewell song. Final toot. You won. We're in 0 XP and 30 gold. Why do you kinda look like the Dano Cal drawings? I have no idea what that means. The northern room hides a great treasure. Okay. There's a piano here. Play it. Only the first 8 are fine. Or sometimes the first 7, depending on who you ask. Oh, crap. Sorry, Sean, you're going down for a second. Hey, Gundam, okay, so how do I make this make music? Because just pressing the arrow keys won't do anything. Yes, I know the melody I'm going for. You've sent it to me 3 times in the past 4 messages. But how? What are you on? I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I'm pressing the arrow keys and they're not making and they're not making noise. Oh, PC. I'm playing on PC. Also, I think I figured it out. I didn't realize you have to hit enter and the arrow key at the same time. Sorry, when you asked what am I on, I just assumed you were asking like, oh, I just assumed you were saying like, oh, this is so easy. What are you tripping on, or something like that? Because that's the kind of circles I interact in, where none of us actually do that, but we all make jokes about it. Right. Okay. There we go. Some legendary artifact. Will you take it? You're carrying too much. I don't know what the legendary artifact is, but I know what it actually gets you. Let's take the ice cream. I'm carrying too many dogs. Annoying dog. Dog. Little white dog. It's fast asleep. You deployed the dog. The dog absorbs the artifact. The artifact is gone. But now I have dog residue, which is the only infinite item in the game, which, if you are patient enough, can lead to infinite money in the Tem shop. Dirty dishes left unwashed by a dog. Yippee, Toby eats artifacts. Yes, indeed. This power has no counter. Indeed, a human cannot take a monster's soul. When a monster dies, its soul disappears, and an incredible power would be needed to take the soul of a living monster. There is only one exception. The soul of a special species of monster called a boss monster. A boss monster's soul is strong enough to persist after death. And now it never will. Yep. Now, I don't actually need to do the puzzle because, thanks to Gundam, I already got the solution. But this theme. Just as I predicted, just hearing that theme is enough to kind of break me. Yeah, night puts you to sleep. Also, Sag. Yo, you got an umbrella? Awesome! Go! Even if you're following behind at such a pace that you're not actually under it. Whatever. Man, Undyne is so cool. She beats up bad guys and never loses. If I was a human, I would wet the bed every night, knowing she was gonna beat me up. Haha. So, one time, we had a school project where we had to take care of a flower. The king, we had to call him Mr. Dreamer, volunteered to donate his own flowers. He ended up coming to school and teaching the class about responsibility and stuff. That got me thinking, yo, How cool would it be if Undyne came to school? She could beat up all the teachers. Yeah, I wouldn't phrase it quite like that, you know? But, Undyne's super fan, sure. Maybe she wouldn't beat up the teachers. She's too cool to ever hurt an innocent person. Eh, yeah, I suppose I'm not that innocent at this point. Oh, this shot. Why did you sound kinda British? Man, I don't know. My voice does so many weird things. I have had people ask me if I am British. I don't think I sound British, but I do have a lifetime of watching British YouTubers. So, like, I suppose it does kind of make sense that I would have some amount of British sounding in my voice. I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm British. Well, okay, I've had some people ask me if I'm British, and it's always kind of weird. Man, this fucking shot is so nice. It's so pretty. I gotta draw this at some point. This shot of the castle. Is this supposed to be New Home that we're looking at? Huh. If it is, nice. If not, I'm not sure what it is, but it looks so nice. I return the umbrella. Yo, this ledge is way too steep. Yo, you want to see Undyne, right? Climb on my shoulders. No, you go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I always find a way to get through. Oh. The serene sound of a distant music box fills you with determination. The humans afraid of our power. Now, if Undyne really wanted to, she could kill the human right here, you know? This one? No, not that one. The thing is, I've played this game before. I've played through this section several times. What do you say, Photoshop Flowey or Omega Flowey? I think Omega sounds cooler, so it tends to be the one I prefer. But, like, I don't have a strong preference either way. Because I know that it's listed in the credits as Photoshop Flowey, which means that Photoshop Flowey is as close to an official name as it's possible to get. But no, I prefer Omega Flowey just because it sounds cooler. And when I was in middle school, me and my friends who played this game had a lot of fun talking about, like, omega forms for various different characters. Or, like, coming up with fusions of characters, and omega was the way of signifying that they had fused with Flowey. Going to be alright, bitch. Stay determined. Okay. So, go as far south as possible. I think after I clear this section... No, I think after Mad Dummy. After Mad Dummy is probably gonna be... After Mad Dummy is probably gonna be when I call it for the stream. Just because I'm kinda out of energy. Like, this is one of the most badass sequences in the game, and rather than being tense, I'm just kinda bored, which is the sign that, which is the sign that something needs to change. When you're bored during a sequence like this. Follow Undine's trail. Human, I remember. I don't even know what you mean by that. Sounds like it came from over here. Oh, you've fallen down, haven't you? Are you okay? This song. Here, get up. Hedge. My name is Azrael. Free fallen. Yep. I'm free fallen. There are quite a few brands you recognize. Yep, because human junk falls down here. It's in the cycle of worthless garbage. It fills you with determination. I think I'm gonna finish here. Alright. Thank you all so much for tuning in to however much of the stream you have watched. I'm gonna be live again, same time tomorrow, to play substantially more of this game. Probably won't beat it, but will probably get close. So it has been a ton of fun being here in the chat with you. Gundam, thank you for all your help. Susie, thank you for your periodic insights. RK800 Elite, if you're still here, thank you for tuning in as well. And anyone else who's watching but hasn't been in the chat, thank you. It has been a ton of fun. And Sudsy, good night, bye, and have a good one, folks.